Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast of brief messages to help humanity bridge the gap to the new earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard. It is my delight to be a scribe for consciousness today, sharing the wisdom that flows through from Source. Here we go. Episode 336. It is Friday. Here in Cincinnati, it's warm, a little gray, probably going to rain, lightning and thunder earlier, but sunshine yesterday. We are in the midst of spring, and here in the Midwest, it can be very sloppy and different. Every single day is a little different. So this morning I went for a walk because my body was so sore from all the work that we did outside in the sunshine yesterday. And it started raining while I was walking, just a light little drizzle. And normally I go for a run. I couldn't. I couldn't run today. All I could do was walk, and I was really proud of myself that I was out walking. But it started to rain while I was outside. It was early, like 7:30 in the morning. And I was going through the neighborhood that I usually do my route. I guess we're just going to dive right in. So, hello friends, hope you're well. Here's where we're going today. While I was walking, I was listening to music and just allowing my mind to decompress and sort through all of the pieces that have been bombarding me all week. And I do that in meditation, but there's something about being outside, feeling the earth underneath my feet and seeing the trees and noticing the shifting of the seasons and everything starting to bud and pop open here. It just takes meditation to another level for me. And this morning I was just craving this connection with our planet, this deep connection and feeling what she's feeling. And so I was walking, listening to music and hearing the birds through the music sounds, and I mean, just reveling in the beauty of this world. And it had started drizzling when I first walked, and then it started raining a little bit more. Then about 2/3 the way through my walk, it was raining. It was for sure raining. I had my phone in my pocket, so it wasn't getting wet, but I had to keep wiping my head off because of the rain. And the reason I'm telling you all this is because there was this moment where a song started to play on my playlist. I have my favorite one called Repeat. And the song was just so beautiful. And as it started to play, I could feel, I'm going to try to describe this in words, and sometimes words they just can't capture a feeling. But I'll do my best. As I was walking and the rain was like pinging the top of my head, it wasn't super cold. It was just a little like tap. It felt like Source is going, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. And I could feel that tapping of the water and then just the freshness of the air and the solidness of the ground underneath my feet. And the song that started to play, I don't know how to explain it except that my heart just started to open so wide, and I could feel the connection of my guides right around me. Literally, if I had closed my eyes, it would be almost as if I could see them, walking in the air right next to me. And I was trying to remember what the name of the song was, which normally the ones on my favorite list, I know the names. I couldn't remember the name. And I'm like, what is this one? And so finally I pulled my phone in my pocket quickly because it was raining to look at my phone. And the name of the song was Sacred Blessings. And as soon as I saw it, I could feel all the blessings. It was like that one song that I've shared in the podcast before by the rapper. And it's blessings are raining down on me. I send my gratitude up and the blessings are raining down on me. That's not his exact words, but that's the message of the song. And I could feel that. I could feel the blessings raining down on my head and how sacred that moment was. The connection with the earth, the awareness of all of the love and the guides around me, and then this music singing to me to bridge the two, to bridge the physical and bridge the unseen and bring them together into that one magical moment for me. And so I had been pondering a title for today's podcast as I had been walking in between all my other thoughts that were coming and going. And I knew it was going to be thresholds because I can feel the threshold that humanity is standing at in this moment. And when I heard that song and I got that in my face message from my guides, the rain tapping me on my head to say, wake up, wake up, wake up, and then looking at my phone and seeing the song and the words, Sacred Blessing, I knew the title for today is A Sacred Threshold. We are at a sacred threshold, humanity is, and I'm going to try to do this podcast without crying, but I can feel the tears in my throat because it's so sacred. It is so profound what is happening right now, and it is so powerful. It is so powerful. There is such momentum that is rising up underneath the feet of humanity if we are aware, if we are allowing that momentum to pick us up, to lift us to a different vibrational level. The momentum is so big, and there's so much love around all of us. When I was sitting in my meditation, I always, right before I record this, I always ask my guides individually because I have a sense of who each one is. They're all different energies, but they work together with me in a collective way. So I can feel the difference between them, and I asked the one who always shows up first, what are the messages right now? What is the message for me? And thank you for the messages you keep showing me to remind me I'm on the right path, to help me stay steady when things around me feel so wobbly. And what I just know is that the immediate response from my guide is, I am sending you so many messages, so many messages. You're not even seeing half of the messages I'm trying to show you because you still have your blinders on in some areas. But the messages are everywhere, all the time. And I share that message with you because I know it's not just for me. Our guides, the unseen loves that helped us come into the creation of this human body and have this human journey on earth, those guides haven't left. From the moment we were conceived until the moment we were born, until right in this moment when you're hearing me say this, your guides have never left. They have been right by our sides the entire way. We just believe that they're not around, that it's just us, this soul in this human body trying to struggle and figure it all out, and it's so hard and it's so complicated and we don't know the way and we keep screwing things up and taking wrong turns, and God, then you add in the whole collective bullshit and everything's just a hot mess. And we believe this. We hang on to these beliefs because it's familiar and it's comfortable in a weird way. It's comfortable in a way of it's known and understandable, and we all agree that it's weird. We all agree that it's a mess. But because we all agree, it feels safer to keep believing that. And so I bring you this clear, pure message from my guide, who I absolutely know is giving me message after message after message every single day, all day long, that you have the same support around you. 100% plus, absolutely. Open your eyes, wake up, wake up, wake up, just like me with the rain tapping me on the head this morning. Wake up, wake up. We watched the movie Arrival this past week, my husband and I, again, because I love it. I've seen it 3 or 4 times now. I love the movie, and there's this part where the daughter is, through energy, through soul to soul, she's waking the mother up, and she's sort of shaking her and saying, "Wake up, mommy, wake up," because there's this pivotal moment in this linear time right now that the mother needs to be awake for. There's something that needs to be done. And so she's shaking her. Wake up, wake up, wake up. That's what's happening right now. We are at a sacred threshold. And we all knew this threshold would arrive. Every soul in a human body knew coming into the atmosphere of Earth when we first agreed it would be a smart thing to do. I don't know if smart is the word. Wise, advanced soul, mature soul thing to do is to go play there on Gaia. Let's go do that thing, right? It sounded awesome when we were souls. And we knew. I say this to you in absolute truth and alignment. Every soul knew that this moment would arrive. We didn't know when, because we were all going to co-create it. We didn't know how. We didn't know what it would actually look like, but we knew it would arrive. And it's here now. It is here now. This is the moment we all agreed upon. This is the sacred threshold that we have arrived at. And we're co-creating it. I described this in the podcast 2 weeks ago. Co-creating extraordinary times. That's what's happening. Are you awake? Are you awake to see what is happening? Are you present for it? Are you finding the magic, the messages that are all around you that are saying, yes, yes, this is it. This is what we have all waited for. And waking up, the process of awakening, it's foggy, it's confusing, it's disorienting. It's just like when you're trying to wake up out of a bad dream or a good dream, whichever you're in, and you know you're supposed to move into this state of being awake, and your body is still groggy and sleepy, and your mind is trying to decide which reality is real, the dream because the dream felt really good, or this reality which doesn't feel so good, right? And then the soul that knows both are real. Both are real. The dream is real and the reality is real. And which one are we going to choose in this moment to step into? And there are many, many, many moments of that choice all day long happening right in and around you. And yes, it can feel foggy and it can feel very confusing. So in those moments, breathe, do what I did, get outside, go outside, put your feet on the planet and breathe some fresh air. That is the best way to wake up. This is what my dog Star has taught me. Because I would wake up groggy and be groggy for a while. And once I had Star, he's got to get outside to go to the bathroom. Like, he doesn't use the toilet. He goes outside. And so you have to get out of the bed and walk out of the door and put your feet on the earth and breathe the fresh air. And guess what? He might want to take a few minutes. He might want to take 10 minutes. He's not doing it for himself. He knows that he can go to the bathroom whenever he needs to. He's doing it for the human. He's helping me to wake up. He's helping my husband to wake up. Our pets, they are looking at us and going, wake up. And some mornings are easier than others, aren't they? Some mornings it's very easy to get out of bed and walk down the driveway and look at the clouds or look at the sky that's starting to have the sunrise come up on my right, and hear the birds all singing and look at the trees and feel my feet on the earth, and I'm wide awake immediately, right away. And my mind is so content, and my body feels so strong, and breathing is easy. Those are sweet mornings because I feel so harmonious with the earth. I feel so at peace, so at one with all beings. Sometimes I even see the sparkles around me of those unseen guides. I feel them. The dream and the reality are so closely merged, and I feel the beauty and the steadiness of being wide awake in the human body in that moment. And some moments, some mornings, I get up and I'm like, oh. Have you had those? Oh, gotta walk the dog. He loses his name when I'm angry. The dog. And then I feel really bad. I'm like, he has a name. His name is Star. But when I have to go outside and it's cold and I don't want to put my jacket on and it's raining or it's gray or it's still dark and I still want to be in bed, those mornings are so hard. Right? And we struggle our way down the driveway and we're not looking at the trees or the sky. We're looking at the ground. These mornings, so many of us are having these kinds of mornings all day long. That foggy, heavy feeling isn't lifting. And it feels like it's just one morning to another morning to another morning. And what's the point? Why? Why do we keep having these mornings? So breathe. Breathe. Feel your guides at your side, shaking you awake. Saying, look around you. Lift your eyes up higher. Stop looking at the ground. Trust that the ground isn't going to move. Stand still. Sit down. Maybe you need to sit down on the ground right now. Take a pause. Look around you. Allow the magic to be seen. You don't even have to find it. You don't even have to go search for it. Open your eyes. Allow the magic to show itself to you. That splash of light, that flash in the corner of your eye when you turn your head one direction or another. It's your third eye trying to communicate with your physical eyes and say there's another level of reality. There's another layer. You are at the threshold. Open your eyes. Look in the direction of what just flashed. Look, turn your head back and see. We're trying to show you a sign. We're trying to give you information and guide you. There's a message. Look. As you sit up, put yourself in a yoga position. Yoga positions teach us that posture matters. Posture is important. When your back is straight, when your shoulders are open, your heart can become more open. Your chin lifts up so that your eyes can look out at the horizon instead of down at the ground. You can turn your head gently from right to left, and you can allow your eyes to close for a moment and feel, what does your third eye see? What does your third eye know when your heart chakra is open like this? What's happening inside of your body when you allow your heart to open and you hold your back straight and you feel your own strength? Feel the buzz of energy that moves through your body. You're awakening. You're allowing energy to merge with the physical form, and you're allowing the soul to become clearer, louder, more able to be understood. Wake up. Feel what happens in your stomach. Ugh, right? The third chakra. Damn. The third chakra. When our heart becomes awakened, when it starts to beat a little bit faster and energy is moving through our bodies, it's going to go into our third chakra and it's going to light it up with bright yellow. And what happens when the third chakra starts to really wake up, when energy starts to move in the third chakra, things are going to change in your life. You are going to become more in alignment with your bigger version of yourself. You're going to stretch. You're going to want to do some things, eat some foods, change around some of the realities of your life, because your third chakra is guiding you. That third chakra, I've talked about this before in this space and in my Sunday meditations almost every week, it's third chakra. The third chakra says, I am. I am. I am here. I am unique. I am an expression of source in the physical body. I am awake. I am here. Now what do we do? What is it that I came here to this human reality to create, to bring forth into expression that nobody else has yet done in the way that I do it? That third chakra has some work to do. The third chakra has gifts to flow out into the world, and it can do it from its highest ability when we are awake. So feel the buzz of energy in your body. And breathe into that. Breathe into that. This is an extraordinary time. We are living a reality that is dissolving in front of our eyes in the ways that we have been frustrated with forever. Maybe that's not true, not forever, but for a very long time. We have been moaning and groaning, so many of us as humans. We don't have enough time. There's too much to do. When will things ever slow down? I never get to spend time with my family, my friends. I'm always at work. I'm always running. Go, 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 go. I feel sick. I feel tired. I'm not sleeping. I don't have enough time to make healthy meals. I mean, I could go on and on about the ways that we as a humanity have been bitching and moaning about our reality. Guess what? It's shifting. It's changing. We're at the threshold. The new reality is being birthed through us. The old ways, we are watching them break down in front of our eyes. Healthcare, government, politics, money. Not money in a way of fear yet. I don't see that at all. I feel like money is going to become the most beautiful commodity because the way we honor it is changing. The way we honor money is changing because the way we honor our time is changing. When I hold my value of time, when I see my time as precious, because it's where I'm investing my creativity, my unique expression, when I hold that time as precious and then I exchange with another through money for my time and my gifts, for someone else's time and their gifts, money is going to become gold. It's going to become precious. It's not going to be that dirty thing that we don't want to touch or deal with, or we don't have enough of, or others have too much of. It's not going to be something we fight over. It's going to be this precious exchange from one human to another human with honor and respect and love for the exchange. We're watching that transformation happen. We're watching time break down. How are we aligning with time? What are we doing as masters of our own time? How are we choosing? That's the word I want. How is choice aligning with time? As we're figuring that out, we're going to line up choice, time, gifts, our own unique gifts, and money. And then, whoa, watch abundance just illuminate this planet. Watch abundance transform lives right in front of our eyes. Our lives, others' lives, countries, the whole of humanity. Because our choices are shifting. The way we honor our time is shifting. The way we honor our gifts, our unique expression, that is shifting. So humanity, this is our message, right? My message from my guides to me, and then my message from me, the soul I am, to you, all of you who choose to hear this message. We are at the sacred threshold we all agreed to. We are here now. And how we choose to move across this threshold is directly, deliberately, consciously creating the reality we are stepping into next, because we are the ones creating it. We are the ones walking into it. We are all doing it. So wake up. Be very, very aware that you're at the threshold, and what you're choosing to do next is laying the framework for everything that you're going to be experiencing in your future, in your it's so hard to have the words. Let me pause. Let me feel the words. There's so much energy moving through my body that my fingers are like, ah! Yeah, let's breathe for a moment, because that was a lot of information. Let's feel our feet on the earth. So what do we know about thresholds? I'm going to give you a little framework in our current reality so that we can be aware of what it may look like as we're moving through it into our future reality, our new reality. When I picture the threshold of my front door, because that's the image I keep seeing, there's an outside and an inside. And depending where I am, I look at the threshold differently. So if I'm on the inside of my house and I'm looking out, I want to step out of the front door. I'm going to open that door towards me, and then I'm going to step across the threshold. So I open the door with my left hand. I step across the threshold, and then I close the door with my right hand. And I have this beautiful Garden of Eden outside my front door that is my front yard. So that's one way of stepping across the threshold. And I feel like that is my reality right now. I'm in this cocoon of my house. I feel safe and loved and settled and abundantly supported. And I choose to open the door and step into the next phase with my left hand, my intuitive side, my knowing. For many others in this moment, the threshold looks different. So if I were on the other side of my threshold, of my front door, I would have the earth at my back. I would have all of the external noise behind me. I would be opening my front door with my right hand. I don't know why, I'm just telling you that's how I would do it. I would open the front door from the outside with my right hand, which is very much about masculine effort doing. I would step across the threshold and I would sigh with relief to go into a cocoon, to go into my home and close the door behind me, and then breathe because I'm in a safe space. That's what's happening at this time right now on our planet. Those who are already settled and feeling secure and safe in their reality of their body, their mind, their soul, they're at peace. They know they are healthy and in alignment with where they're supposed to, it's not where they're supposed to be, with where they choose to be. Their choice, let's go back to that word, their choice has put them into a place where they are settled and calm. And so they can step out into a new reality, into a Garden of Eden that they're ready for. They're ready to see that next reality. For others, you have been busy in the real world, the understanding of reality as we have always known it. You have been in those structures, those forms that we have all agreed upon, banking and health and schools and everything, right? You're in the real world. And what the threshold looks like for you is to step from that real world into your cocoon for a while. close the door behind you, step into your quiet space, sit down. You can open the windows and get fresh air. You can go into your backyard and sit with Gaia, Earth, if you choose to, and I encourage that. But you're in a cocoon for a while of feeling, being with yourself, being aware of yourself, not being so consumed by all of the activity in the world behind you. Shut that world out for a little while and be still, because in this new threshold, in the sacred threshold you are stepping into, which is your quiet space, that's where the messages can become clearer. That's where your choice aligns with your time and allows you to identify your gifts, so that when you feel ready, you can then turn. And just like I am doing in this moment, you can stand in your solid safety of who you know you are, and you can open your front door with your left hand, your intuitive knowing, because you are ready, and you can step across that threshold with excitement, with joy, with such gratitude. Oh. Because what awaits us, my heart can hardly hold the bliss, the joy that awaits us in this next threshold. When you are complete with your cocoon, when you have sat in your feelings and you have aligned with more of who you know you are here to be, and you step across the next sacred threshold into all of who you are, honoring your choice, honoring your gifts, allowing yourself to exchange with others from this place of knowing your value, knowing your unique contribution to the whole, that would be so missed. It would be so dearly missed if you were not contributing in this way. When you step across that sacred threshold and play with humanity, play with Gaia from this new capacity of who you are. Oh, we are going to celebrate your arrival. We are going to co-create and play and dance and love in ways we have never permitted ourselves to before. We've wanted to. We tried as children. We've had brief moments where we've allowed ourselves to play in that level of bliss. But soon it's going to be every day, all day long. It's so beautiful. And it's so close. But there's a threshold. There is a threshold for each to walk through. And no one can do that except you for yourself. So I hold steady in my knowing. I hold steady in these messages, in the truth and the light, the energy that is moving through me, and the love that is being poured out to you. I hold steady knowing this is where we are going. So breathe. Be aware of where you are. Wake up, see the messages. Allow your guides to be right by your side, visibly felt by you. Allow the messages to give you one next step to the next, and it will not look like everybody else's messages. It's your path. Trust the guidance that you receive. Cross the first sacred threshold, go across the second, the third, the fourth, however many it takes. And you'll arrive at this moment that I described to you, where the love that is pouring through you is so big. Your body, your body will do its best. Your body will do its best to hold space for that much love and energy to move through you. And the celebrations will begin and expand and multiply. So, this is my message for you today. There is so much more. There's so much more arriving, and our focus on right now, right here, what is it that I choose to feel, to experience, to create, to be, to do right here, right now? That choice guides you into the next choice. So don't worry about looking too far ahead. Don't worry about trying to predict or understand. Maybe you'll see a vision, maybe you won't. But be here, fully here. Breathe, trust the messages, and do what you are guided to do. So for me, that is to dry my tears, not catch my breath, because my breath is in me. Breathe more slowly for a few minutes. Make a cup of tea. And then step into my gym community. Sit with my loved ones in that space. Honor, support the thresholds we are each at. Complete that experience and step into another one with my beautiful friend Alicia. And we create a video and chat about where we are and what we feel. And we share that unique creation for others, for when they find a match to that unique energy. And then I put the podcast together and I send this message out across the airwaves, broadcasting through social media, out through Spotify and YouTube and SoundCloud and Instagram and Facebook and blah, 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 right? I send the energy out, and those who are ready feel the energy and they match, they sync up, synchronize. We synchronize up together. And so my creation, my pausing to be fully here where I am and honor the message and share the message, meets you in your moment of choice to listen to the message. And we have this beautiful exchange of energy. And my love dances with your love and multiplies and then goes out and touches someone else. And then love expands there. And so this unique message right now gets anchored into the physical form and sent out, and I step into the rest of my here and now moment. So I go sit with my husband and we decide what we're going to eat for dinner again. Like every other family that's at home right now. So abundantly resourced, but how do we choose? We have so many choices. Which one do we do? And then we laugh and we celebrate. We sit in this beautiful home and we decide, do we want to step outside the door? Because what we have just completed here at our home, this is what I thought I would be talking about today, but clearly there is a much bigger message coming through than just my driveway. The joy this week. My husband and I completed the project that I described in Gaia's Love, number 333, Transformation. It's called Honoring the Process, and it was all about the renovations we've been doing here at our home. preparing our home for all that is going to happen in this space. And so it wrapped up this week, and I'm sure tonight we're going to turn on the lights that hang above our driveway in our front yard like we did last night, and we're going to step across the threshold together like we did last night. And we're going to walk down our beautiful new driveway and marvel at the grass that we spent all day yesterday bent over, putting down on the earth, honoring our earth. My back today is so sore because I spent all of yesterday in prayer position over and over, putting one more piece of sod down on the dirt and thanking the grass for being so beautiful, and thanking the earth for creating this beautiful space for us to walk and play. And so tonight, I'm sure my husband and I will walk again down our driveway and just be in such gratitude for this threshold that we are creating for our home, our property. Our hands are all over our threshold. Our love is poured into it. Our choice to invest our time has brought us this most beautiful exchange with these artists who have poured concrete and created a masterpiece, in my mind, right at the entrance to our home. There are endless ways to interpret the reality we are living. And those interpretations are going to continue to shift. So we are standing at a sacred threshold. Be very aware. Be very aware of what is happening in your world, in your life, in your reality, and what it means, and what the messages are, and what your choice is as you move through this threshold. It's becoming more and more beautiful. Allow yourself to see that. Okay. I just send you so much love. So much love. And I wish you a beautiful weekend. Thank you for tuning in to this vibration of pure love. I invite you to join me on Sunday mornings for an hour of meditation, visualization, and energy healing, where we realign our mind, body, spirit with Gaia and Source. You can learn more at mysouljourney.com. Let's take this message of Gaia's love out into all of our relationships and communities today. So much love from my heart to yours.